Well, good morning. Um, it's almost afternoon. You can see it took a lot for me to come on this morning. It took a lot for me to come on this morning because I was really, at one point, I was really getting excited about doing things for the Lord. I was, because God was comforting me. It's just like He was, excuse me for brushing my hair, He was showing me things, but He was also comforting me. And I was trying to be obedient, okay? But I had a blow yesterday. I had a blow because I had stopped talking to this prophet. Because sometimes when you talk to a prophet, sometimes everything they tell you is not going to be pretty. He showed me. And it depends on your level of obedience, or it depends on if you are strengthened, if you can accept some of the things. I mean, because sometimes, like when you are, when you by yourself, sometimes God can deal with you. He really can deal with you. But sometimes you don't want to accept everything that God says. For example, I remember one day I was getting ready to go to church. And it just came in my spirit that my marriage wasn't anything but a front. Now, you wouldn't think that God would say something like that, but God always deals with truth. Remember when He saw the woman at the well and He said, "Woman, go get your husband." And she said, "I have five. No, I don't have one." And He said, "You told the truth." He said, "You've had five men and none of them are yours." So the Spirit of God, when you begin to pray to God, God is going to always reveal some things. And the thing is, when God gets ready to reveal some things, if people have secrets, sometimes they don't want to be exposed. But if God reveals something, it's because He wants to also bring deliverance. So what happened was, the little prophet, he talked to me so much on yesterday. I mean, the things he was saying, it was just like, it was almost like bombs. Because I just asked him a question. I said, "Well, what about this and what about that?" And what he said to me, it was nothing he said was wrong. But some things he said, I didn't want to accept it. And that's what I'm saying about prophecy isn't always pretty. So, um, the things that he said to me. Now, I'm the type person, when I was young and I couldn't even have children, I always loved children. That's why I used to keep my cousins. Some people thought they were my niece and nephew, but I just liked children. There was just something about me. I liked children, and the things that he said to me concerning some of my children, I knew it was true. The things that he said to me concerning my spouse, I knew it was true. But sometimes you just don't want to accept it. Sometimes, and like things I thought I was over with, I thought I was done with. It's just like I began to cry. I began to cry. And so I was honest with him, because like in the morning time, he might come online and he might say, good morning or whatever like that. And, I mean, just like when he gave me the message about I was running from God, when he gave me the message that uh, I was supposed to have a prayer room in my house, when he gave me the message, I mean, it just so many things he's just dropped in my spirit. And of course, the enemy will going to get mad because everybody ain't ready to give up their mess. Some people want to still slip and slide. and don't want anybody to know they slipping and sliding. So the enemy got stirred up. But I wasn't even gonna do this live today because I wasn't in the best of moods. I had stopped looking at stuff on TikTok for the most part. I mean, every now and then I might looked at something, but I just didn't want to deal with the things of God. I didn't want to deal with the things of God today. And I know I need to still be faithful. You have to be faithful even when things are not going the way you want them to go. You gotta be, oh my yakabasaka de be shiri alabahosa. Abba. You gotta be faithful even when the prophet is saying some things that you may not want to hear. So the Lord had spoke to me Psalm 17. I had difficulty praying this morning, because usually where the Lord had stirred up my prayer. He really had stirred up my prayer because He had me intercede for someone just this weekend. And it was just, to me, it was just so awesome because I felt that person pain, and the Lord had me speaking in diverse tongues on that person's behalf. And I said, God, I'm praying for this person as if they're my own child. And I know this person is against me. But anyway, let me go ahead and read Psalm 17 because I got to be faithful. Even though this is not going to be long because, like I said, I've been crying and whatnot, and when I was talking to the prophet, he said, well, why are you crying? He don't understand. I'm way older than him, and he doesn't understand that even sometimes things can make you cry because you just be hurt about the situation because no one want to be mistreated. No, oh my yakabasaka de basity alabahosa. Hallelujah. He show me. Nobody want to be cheated on. Nobody want to be neglected. I mean, that's not what you sign up for when you get married. You're not walking down the aisle and saying, "Ooh, I hope he cheat on me, and I hope he neglect my children. I hope he don't provide." You don't say any of those things, but sometimes things like that happen. So I'm going to read Psalm 17, and at this time, I know I don't have but a few people that watch these videos, and that's fine. Maybe it's just for them, and maybe it's just for me. But those of you who watch this, please pray for me today because I really just I just felt like crying and whatever, and I did cry. But I'm gonna read Psalm 17, and it says, "Hear the right, O Lord, attend unto my cry. Give ear unto my prayer that goeth not out of feigned lips. Let my sentence come forth from thy presence. Let thine eyes behold the things that are equal. Thou hast, God, he ashunda. Thou hast proved mine heart. Thou hast visited me in the night. Thou hast tried me, and shall find nothing. I am purpose that my mouth shall not transgress. Concerning the words of men, by the word of thy lips I have kept me from the paths of the destroyer. Hold up my goings in thy paths, that my footsteps slip not. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me, O God. Incline thine ear unto me, and hear my speech. Show thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand them which put their trust in thee, from those that rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings. From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. So may the Lord add a blessing to the reading of his word.